tried this a minute ago and didn't get it to go, so excuse the slow start. You know, I sent a few dollars in to support the Democratic side of the election. And then I saw an ad asking for money to support the poor women of the world, where a few dollars can do a lot of good. We sent in a few dollars. And a couple of other things, including the Southern Poverty Center down in the South, run by Morris Dees. Well, holy cow, they evidently share these lists of people who sent in a few dollars, because I got so much political mail from so many different political levels. It's scary. Sent in a few more dollars, and then I realized, whoa, you can't do this. Under Mr. Bush's 8 years, your purchasing power has gone way down, your dollar's worth a lot less, and this was before this big, horrible thing of the last few weeks. You got to cut that out. You don't have the money to do that. So I'm not going to send any more money. Well, you make a lot of promises, and then something comes along, causes you to break that kind of a promise. This one says, new book reveals plot to murder Morris Dees. Now, Morris Dees may be a con artist. Man, I mean, he's put together a package here that, yeah, I'm going to send a few more dollars. In fact, they're already in the mail. Okay, if you've followed my YouTube stuff over a period of time, you know that I have personally been present back when Colin Powell was being encouraged to run for president with a group of fellow Kansans, not skinheads, not members of any group or anything, just good old country boys like myself. 10, 12 of us, and one of them pipes up that if that nigger Powell gets elected, I'll personally try to assassinate him, and 2 or 3 others say, yeah, me too. Whoa. Didn't say anything myself, but oh my God. Well, then that same year, Don and I are up in Oregon visiting friends, a young veteran with I don't know, 15 or 20 fellow young veterans. He was a veteran of the Gulf War. Our friend was. Same conversation. Somebody pipes up, says they'd try to kill Powell, and some 4 or 5 others say, yeah, me too. And again, these were not, well, you know, I don't know those boys. Well, I didn't get the feeling that they, you know, looking at them, I don't think any of them were skinheads or white supremacists or Nazis. Pretty sobering. But that's enough for when I see this thing to know that Morris Dees might be a con artist, but he's probably just telling it the way it is. And he says, you know, I'm quoting from him now, his communication, I do not personally fear those who would kill me, but I can't stand the thought that my family or any of my colleagues might be hurt. A little later, another quote. I'll always remember a terrifying incident that occurred during the Christmas season when my daughter was 13 years old, and I get a feeling this was a good many years ago. We were trimming the tree when a guard spotted 2 armed men in camouflage moving down a dark tree line toward our farmhouse. Well, that attempt was foiled. A little later he says, I'll never forget another time when a 4 a.m. phone call telling me that the Southern Poverty Center was in flames. And he rushed down there, and all he could do, he says, I rushed to our office, but all I could do was watch as firefighters battled the blaze. At that time, he was filing suit against 2 major Ku Klux Klan groups. He goes on to say, there's a reason white supremacists despise me and the center. It's because they know we mean business and we get results. Using creative legal strategies, we've bankrupted or crippled 10 of the country's most notorious hate groups, whose members killed, injured, or threatened innocent people. So now he says we're their #1 enemy. He says, over the past 25 years, more than 30 individuals have been convicted of crimes in connection with plots to kill me or in some way harm the center or its staff. Well, one other thing in here that bothers me is the FBI warned him that he was in great danger and that his family, his center, was in great danger, but said they couldn't do anything to protect him. My gosh, he's doing the job that the FBI and the President of the United States and government in general ought to be doing to put an end to this kind of dangerous behavior by citizens of the United States. I think the FBI could provide the protection. But if they can't and won't, yeah, I'll send a few more dollars. You're dadgum right. This one says, new book reveals plot to murder Morris Dees, and it shows a picture of the book. I don't know as I'm going to get it to read, because I don't need to read it to believe what's going on. But if you've got doubts, I'd hope you might get that book, Into the Devil's Den. Read it. I think you might want to send a few bucks too. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But when you take that opinion and turn it into hate for your fellow Americans to the point that you will kill, and I know these groups really exist. The partner of my daughter in Tahoe, California a few years ago, in that high school at Tahoe, she was a security officer and she had to deal with skinheads who were threatening minority students. And I can't remember for sure whether she said the skinheads actually killed or nearly killed somebody. Kids dedicated to that skinhead Naziist kind of movement. Scary. Right here in America. Yeah, we can try to straighten up problems in Iraq and Afghanistan, but let's get busy and straighten up a few serious problems right here at home. Little challenge for you, Mr. McCain, or you, Mr. Obama, as the next President of the United States.